All right, let's dive into one of the biggest, most exciting shifts happening in web development right now. We're talking about artificial intelligence and how it's being woven right into the very fabric of WordPress. Seriously, what used to be just a kind of niche plugin, well, now it's becoming a core part of the platform, and it is completely changing the game for how we build stuff for the web. Okay, let's just rip the Band-Aid off, right? The big question, the one on everyone's mind. Is AI coming for our jobs? Are we, as WordPress creators, about to be replaced? It's a totally fair question, and honestly, a little scary. But the reality, it's actually way more interesting and a whole lot more exciting than that. So the answer is a big, resounding no. The whole point here isn't replacement. It's all about collaboration. I want you to think of AI as your new co-pilot. It's the assistant that takes care of all the boring, repetitive stuff, helps you smash through writer's block, and that frees you up to do the really important work, thinking about the big picture, the strategy, the vision. And look, this isn't some small niche trend we're talking about. The way people find information online is fundamentally changing, like right now. Get this, over 700 million people are using AI platforms like ChatGPT every single week. We're not in a world of search engines anymore. We've moved into the era of answer engines. And here's the kicker. If your WordPress site isn't set up to feed answers to these AIs, you could pretty much become invisible online. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at this huge AI wave crashing into the WordPress world. Then we'll get practical and see how it can be your content co-pilot and even an AI-powered website builder. After that, we're going to peek under the hood at what's changing in WordPress core to make all this happen. And finally, we'll wrap up with how you can actually start using this stuff today. All right, first up, the AI wave hits WordPress. For the longest time, AI and WordPress felt kind of scattered. It was just a bunch of random plugins, some of them a little clunky, that didn't really talk to each other. But what's happening now? Oh, this is a whole different ballgame. We're talking about a real, honest-to-goodness revolution at the platform level. And this quote from Gilad Leshem really nails why this is all happening. He says the 43% of the web running on WordPress shouldn't be invisible just because they can't afford enterprise software. And that's the whole point, right? For a while, all the super powerful AI tools were only for giant companies with deep pockets. But now, the WordPress community is doing what it does best, making that awesome technology available to everyone so that the little guys aren't left in the dust. Okay, next section, your AI content co-pilot. This is probably the first place you'll really feel the power of AI. We're talking about a tool that helps you tackle those problems we all face. Staring at a blinking cursor on a blank page, or trying to wrap your head around the latest SEO rules. I mean, just look at all the ways it can help. It's not just about spitting out blog posts or product descriptions. It can help you write killer headlines that are perfect for SEO, power a chatbot on your site, analyze the tone of your writing. But hey, check out that last one. Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. This is a big deal. It's the next step beyond SEO. It's all about making your content so good and so well structured that when someone asks ChatGPT a question, it uses your website as the source for its answer. That's the new goal. So to make this real, let's look at a couple of popular tools, AIP and AI Builder. They kind of represent two different ways of thinking about this. On one hand, you have AIP, which is like this all-in-one Swiss Army knife. And its superpower, you can actually train it on your own content. It works on a bring-your-own API key model. Then you have AI Builder, which is super focused on one thing, building content and pages right inside the WordPress editor. It uses a really simple credits-based system. Neither is better. They're just different tools for different workflows. All right, but we're moving way beyond just writing blog posts. Let's talk about AI-powered website builders. I mean, what if you could go from a simple idea scribbled on a napkin to a full-blown, professionally designed website, not in weeks, but in minutes? Well, that's what we're talking about. And here's the magic behind it. This isn't just AI slapping some text into a pre-made template, no way. It's actually generating complete pages with custom styles and CSS, and this is the really important part, it's building them with native WordPress blocks. That means no weird, bloated code. It's clean, it's fast, and you have total control over it. And man, the market for this is just exploding. You've got these cool dedicated tools like AI Builder and ZipWP popping up. But what's really telling is that the biggest players in the game are all in. Elementor, Divi, Cadence, they're all baking powerful AI features right into their core products. This isn't some experimental feature anymore, folks. This is the new standard. Okay, so this all leads to a pretty obvious question, right? Why is all of this happening so fast? Why now? Well, the answer isn't just about plugins. It goes much, much deeper. It's happening inside WordPress core itself. There's a huge strategic push to make the entire platform AI native. And you can see this isn't just a happy accident. It's a plan. It really kicked off in late 2025 with WordPress 6.9, which introduced the first big foundational AI pieces. That was thanks to a brand new dedicated AI team at WordPress. And all of this is leading up to WordPress 7.0, which promises to bring some really next-level collaboration and workflows. So what are these foundational pieces I'm talking about? Okay, first up is something called the Abilities API. The easiest way to think about it is like a skills menu for your website. It lets all your plugins and your theme tell the AI, hey, here's what I can do. I can create a product. I can schedule a post. I can add a user. So the AI doesn't have to guess. It knows exactly how to interact with your site safely. And the second piece of the puzzle is the MCP adapter. Now, if the Abilities API is the skills menu, then the MCP adapter is the universal translator. It's what allows WordPress to talk to any of the big AI models out there, ChatGPT, Claude, you name it. It creates one standard, secure way for them all to communicate so everything just works together seamlessly. So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple. WordPress is leaving the Wild West days of AI behind, where you'd install a plugin and just hope it didn't break everything. By building this stuff into the core platform, the AI tools of the future are going to be way more powerful, work together perfectly, and be so much more reliable. No more breaking your site. All right, that was a lot of the why and how. Now for the fun part. Let's talk about putting AI to work. How do you actually get started with this stuff? Trust me, it's way easier than you probably think. Okay, so before you jump in, there's one key decision you'll need to make, and it's about how you pay for it. You've basically got two models. First, you have credits-based systems. This is super simple. You buy a pack of credits from the plugin developer, and every time you do something, it uses a few credits. Easy. Then you have the bring your own API key model. Here, you connect your own account from a place like OpenAI and pay them directly. It's a bit more setup, but it gives you more control and can be a lot cheaper if you're a heavy user. And that's pretty much it. Getting started is a simple three-step process. 1, just pick an AI plugin from the WordPress directory that looks good to you. A lot of them have free trials, so you can play around. 2, install and activate it, then either sign up for the free credits or just paste in your API key. And 3, start creating. Just open up the editor and start telling it what you want to build. It's that easy. Look, we are at such a cool moment in the story of WordPress. The tools are finally here, the platform itself is ready for them, and the potential is just massive. The question isn't if you should use AI in WordPress anymore. The real question is, what are you going to build with it? So now that you have this incredible new Copilot, what's the next amazing thing you're going to create?